You should have said Friday, I'm coming Monday, but I'll let you know a time closer to the time. If you'd have said that, we'd have known you were coming Monday.
Within 3 minutes, I'm not joking, I had an email on my Google account saying that someone's left a 1-star review. Well, hello, Kev Knight's here from Vision Prestige. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back if you're a subscriber. Do you know what? I'm going to get straight into this one. It's a video that I would rather not be making, and hopefully at the end of this video you'll see why. But these are the cards that we've been dealt, so I'm going to make a video because of it. So the situation that this is going to be about is about this stunning car here, this beautiful 125i BMW, which is sold and is about to go out to its new owner. And I've just to try and sort of make sense of this video, I just want to say a little bit about the BMW 1 Series, because the BMW 1 Series has become a very popular car. They've put a lot of different engines in a lot of different configurations over the years, and probably the most popular one now is the 140i, the 3-litre turbocharged, over 350 horsepower, fast car, amazing car to drive, amazing sounding car. They have become very popular. The problem with them becoming very popular is they are now unfortunately one of the most stolen cars in the UK. They are well up there with the Golf Rs and the Audi RS3s and things like that. And because of that, it's sort of given everyone the inability to insure them unless you're 175 years old. That leaves you, if you want a BMW 1 Series, with the 116s, the 118s and the 120s, which are either, depending on the year that you buy them, a 4-cylinder 1.6 or a 3-cylinder 1.5. Very unexciting. And there's a big void in between. Unless you know about this car. This is a 125i, which means it has got the 2-litre turbocharged engine in it, coupled with an 8-speed digital ZF gearbox. That is a cool car, very cool car. The biggest problem with this car is they only made a handful of them. 140i's are plentiful. There is loads of them to find in different colours with different mileages. A lot of them are modified, yes, but there are a lot of 140i's out there. There are very few 125i's. And a 125i has the ability to be insured by a 20-year-old person, making these very desirable. I suppose that there is a problem that comes with, though. It can potentially attract, and if you've been in this business for long enough, or if you're in this business, you'll know what I mean. They can potentially attract what can only be described as boy racers or girl racers, tyre kickers, time wasters, dreamers, but whatever you want to call them. They have the ability to attract that sort of person. And when you put them up for sale, you've got that in your mind straight away. You already know that there's a potential of that happening. Claire knew it, I knew it. It's just one of them things. If you want to stock nice cars like this, it's something that you have to put up with. So that's just a little bit about this car, so it hopefully makes a bit more sense a little bit further down the line. This is about to be collected, so we'll carry on after this is gone. Right, we're back. The 1 Series is now gone. I don't know what's going on here. Seem to be collecting Audi A1s. Got 1, 2, 3 Audi A1s now. Weird. So, let's get back to the video. So, the little BMW 1 Series. We advertised the 1 Series, and as you can imagine, because of what it was, it got a lot of interest very quickly, which is a lovely problem to have when you're doing this job. Because we pay Auto Trader an awful lot of money every month, at the moment, which I've complained about quite a lot, we can't really keep up. We can't fill our contracted amount of slots at the moment. So we've started, you know, every now and then, you know, we'll advertise a car which is here, going through preparation, so people know that it's here. We'll put it this way, that's exactly what we did with the 1 Series. We did advertise it before it was completely ready. It was going through what you normally do with cars, wheel refurbs, that sort of stuff. But we marketed the car, and we got phone calls very quickly. Now, I'm going to admit straight away, there is a couple of downfalls on my part pretty much. It wasn't clear, it was pretty much my part. I'm going to be as transparent as we can here, because there is potential downfalls and areas here that I dropped the ball a little bit. So we got an inquiry from a guy who, funny enough, was actually in car sales, Claire took the initial inquiry. I was in the workshop prepping something else, and she came in and said that a guy has inquired about the BMW 125i, and he seems to be asking a lot of questions about the warranty, the ins and outs of the warranties that we can supply, extended warranties, blah blah blah. So we spoke about that. She got back to him and he said, can I come and test drive the car? Now, we said no. At this time, you can't come and test drive the car. You can come and view it, but it's up on axle stands. You know, it's going for a wheel refurb. You can't come and test drive the car. And after a few phone calls, well, he said, can you let us know when it is available to be driven? So that's exactly how that was left. We said yes, we would do that. He also said that he wanted finance on the car, but he'd organised his own finance company if he wanted to go forward with the purchase. Now, at this point, Claire asks him about his finance company. Who is it? You know, we haven't heard from them, blah, blah, blah. And he said that he didn't want to instruct him until he'd driven the car, until he knew that's what he wanted to go forward with. Now, I sort of understand that. The problem that we've got with that is, as you can imagine, other people are inquiring on that car. Hold on, let me shut that door. Other people are inquiring on that car, so take the car off sale from someone that hasn't seen it, hasn't driven it, hasn't told us who his finance company is, so we don't even know if, one, we can work with them, and we also don't know if we want to work with them, depending on who they are. There's a lot of what ifs, and it became sort of quite a complex situation with this guy fairly quickly. So now I'm going to show you a picture of a WhatsApp conversation on Claire's phone where on the Friday she sent him a message saying you can now come and drive the car, it will be available from now. I can't remember the exact ins and outs, but I will put it on the screen now so you can see what it says, and by the time that I've edited this I will have remembered what it says because I'll have read it on Claire's phone. But I know that's what she said. I saw the conversation on her phone. That's how it was left. So that was on the Friday. Just got a customer coming in. Hold on. So, as you can see by the message conversation, Friday morning, we sort of expected, after he'd say he would let us know when he could come and have a look, we sort of expected to hear from him on Friday, maybe to look at the car Saturday, you know, if he was that keen, blah, blah, blah. Well, Friday came and went, and we heard nothing at all. Saturday, Claire doesn't work Saturdays, I work here Saturdays, and what ended up happening was someone else inquired on the car at about 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, very keen, very nice, genuine sounding lad, 2 hours away, couldn't get any time off work until Monday. Could he make an appointment to view the car on Monday at 1 o'clock? Yes, no problem at all. You can definitely do that. So that's the way it was left. We said that we would see him on 1 o'clock on Monday. Everything was fine, you know. So and that's exactly how it went. So this is, I'm going to sit right on this car. I went down a long way, didn't it? So this is potentially where I might be in the wrong here a bit. And if I am, please by all means tell me. I'll put my hands up when I'm in the wrong. I know that. That's sort of why I'm making this video, to see if I'm cracking up or. So Saturday came and went. I didn't hear anything from this guy. Told the other guy that he could have the appointment on Monday. Now, unbeknown to me, on Saturday night, when I got home from work, Claire wasn't at home. Claire was away at her best friend's with the kids, and you know what these girls are like when they get chatting. They don't come home for hours. They didn't come home until midnight, something like that. We weren't talking about work on Saturday night, put it that way. Unbeknown to me, this guy had messaged Claire on Saturday night saying, is the car still available? Now, I didn't know about this. Sunday morning, everything was a little bit of a rush. We had to go out to a dance competition with the girls, and we didn't talk about work because, yeah, we work together, but in reality, Sundays try to be a family day rather than a work day. You need to have a bit of downtime. So we didn't talk about work. Claire didn't tell me that she had told the guy the car was still available, because I suppose it was still available, but I had made the appointment with this other guy on Monday, and we work in a very much a gentlemanly fashion. You know, if I've said someone's got an appointment on it, someone's got an appointment on it, and unless someone is here, which I can't do anything about, wants to put a deposit on it, we'll keep the appointment until something like that happens. Right, so I've got to quickly jump in here because I've made a bit of a boob. Because what I actually was about to say, we didn't talk about it Sunday. I think I'm going senile, honestly. I was about to say we didn't talk about it Sunday, and I told Claire I'd made an appointment on it Monday. That's actually not right, because I've just asked Claire to watch the video before I put it out in case I make myself look like a moron. And she actually said when she came home about 5 o'clock on Sunday with Mia, because Mia and Isla left a little bit earlier because Isla had to do some homework, then Claire told me then that she had told the guy that it was still available. But then then when I said it's not because I've made an appointment on it for 1 o'clock tomorrow, Claire then messaged the guy on Sunday evening or afternoon stroke evening saying, I'm really sorry, but the car's not available. They've got, Kev's made an appointment on it tomorrow. So I could have swore it was Monday, but turns out Claire actually told him Sunday, so to not mess him around too much. I had to put that bit in. I think that's it. And Claire told me the guy would like to come and have a look at the car. I then had to tell Claire, I'm really sorry, but I've made an appointment on it. So you will all know, you've told me before, in this game, pretty much, first come, first serve. As far as I was concerned, that guy said he didn't want to go forward with it. The other guy, who was 2 hours away, had got in there first, because he sort of had. It's that simple as far as I'm concerned. We ended up contacting the guy who wanted to have a look at it, not the one that already had the appointment at 1 o'clock, the one that has left this 1-star review. And I sort of said, I'm really sorry, but you're second in the queue now. Someone else has already made an appointment on it. And he was not happy about it. And I sort of ended up saying, so I've got a couple of clips on the CCTV footage from where I was talking to him on the phone. He was not happy at all. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. That's a tiny little bit of my fault. Claire showed me, so she showed me the message she sent to you Friday. Got a reply from you Friday. We never heard from you. We had a client phone up Saturday. I probably need to apologise to you a little bit because it's probably my fault. But as you can probably imagine, with all due respect to you, because we've just been messed around so long, we can't take it. We're only a little business, and it's So that happened Saturday, and then Claire tells me Claire didn't get. I didn't speak to Claire till Sunday, and then it was like it was too late by then. And he kept saying, "I told you I wanted to have a look at it. I told you." He wouldn't accept the fact that he wasn't going to be first to look at the car. And I sort of said, Claire messaged you on Friday saying about this, and he kept coming back. So then it was hard to not start getting annoyed. You can probably hear. So I'll put a few clips on here so you could see what I said to him on the phone. They might not sound the best, but you can sort of see what I ended up saying. Why didn't you say that on Friday when she sent you a message saying, look, the wheel's come back, it's going to be available, and then you just said you'd let us know? Do you know what? Usually that happens, I'll be honest with you, which you will know. Usually when we get a message saying I'll let you know, means people have changed their mind and we never hear from them again. And yeah, I ended up getting quite annoyed, and I sort of said, why, as you can hear, I said, why didn't you tell us on Friday that you wanted to come and have a look on Monday, or ring us up Saturday? But why didn't you? Because we didn't know. We'll keep you updated either way, and we'll let you know. Yeah, we'll let you know. You should have said Friday, I'm coming Monday, but I'll let you know a time closer to the time. If you had said that, we'd have known you were coming Monday. No worries. Thanks, I'll speak to you soon. We'll let you know either way. Nice one, thank you. Bye-bye. He was not very happy, and we sort of said that he's coming to look at it at 1 o'clock, and this is where he kept phoning up either whilst the bloke was looking at the car before they'd arrived because they got stuck in traffic, or he kept phoning. And I sort of said, look, I'll let you know what happens, but at the moment they're outside looking at the car, whatever. So I had to put the phone down, I had to get him off the phone. And now I've got to go back in the office because I'm getting hot. So What ended up happening from when I got off the phone to him and they looked around the car, so the guy knew exactly what that 125i was. That's exactly what he wanted. He wanted an Estoril blue one. He was just coming out of the cool little Audi A1, which he's loved, but you know, he's going on to the next level. He bought the car, he put a deposit on the car. A little bit of time had to sort of elapse because I needed to appraise his part exchange, take it for a drive, blah, blah, make sure that is. So a bit of time elapsed, and whilst I did that, the phone was in here on silent because I think we had, Claire was out with the girls somewhere or something like that. I couldn't concentrate. The phone went a couple of times. I just put the phone on silent because I was with somebody, and I just left it like that. We said goodbye. They went. So then I came back and I grabbed the phone, and upon looking at the phone, with 17 missed calls on it. I mean, normally that would be mega day, wouldn't it? 17 missed calls. It was with a couple of different numbers and stuff like that. So I phoned the guy back who wanted to look at the 125i straight away. I thought I better phone him back first and just say, look, I'm really sorry, but the guy's left a deposit on it. He really liked it. That's just the way it's gone. And I mean, by now his attitude, he didn't swear or nothing like that, but he'd gone from being friendly to being very abrupt. And he literally said, has he left a deposit on it? And I said, yes, he has left a deposit on it. And he just hung up. He didn't say bye, he just cut the call. And I put the phone down thinking, I mean, yeah, I felt bad, but I always feel bad if someone doesn't get what they want. And within 3 minutes, I'm not joking, I had an email on my Google account saying that someone's left a 1-star review. And that's pretty much the situation, you know. If I was in the wrong and, you know, because Claire told him it was available on Sunday and I didn't speak to Claire and he had false hope, then fine, I'll put my hands up. But I don't see how I could have done anything any fairer. He had his opportunity, and that's what's really making me angry about it. And it really is making me angry because we've spent the best part of 12 years building up what we've got review-wise on Google and every other platform. And this, to me, this sort of makes a bit of a mockery of the whole point of having Google reviews. If someone was never even had, we never met them, we haven't sold them a car, how can someone just and besmirch the name of your business when you haven't in reality dealt with them? So I will say that Claire has reported this 1-star review to Google, whatever that means, because she was angry about it. She doesn't think it's fair and she doesn't think that it should be on there to reflect our business. So she's reported it on there. Another couple of people have got involved with, which is all a bit mad. But I mean, I don't know whether we should have reported it to be removed or not. I don't know. It is annoying now that it isn't a 5-star review anymore, or if we're now not a 5-star business, it's a 4.9 now. So if you're watching this video and that was your goal, then it's worked. I'm annoyed, I'm not happy about it, but I mean, should we have removed it or tried to get it removed, or I don't know. Please put your comments down below. You know, if I'm in the wrong, tell me. You know, I'll put my hands up, that's fine, but I'm sorry about airing our dirty laundry on the internet. You asked for it, which I'm really glad you did, because it does, I'm not going to lie, it does help. You know, you sit there thinking, you know, have I done the wrong thing here? I'll sit there with Claire saying, was it my fault? You know, it does make you question whether you're doing the right thing. And almost, is there any point in trying to please people? You know, it does, it genuinely does. So I'm going to say thanks to everyone that has already been nice about the reality of that review, because there's things that have gone on which have blown me away, I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to say thank you for watching this one. Thank you for your support. Thanks for viewing. You know, we appreciate it loads. We really do. And I don't mean to make negative videos, so hopefully I won't have to make any more. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, get in touch, let us know. I'll see you on the next one.